Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is your future spouse's shadow self. Hey Palvan, welcome to your reading. Just before I start the reading for you guys, I would like to thank your guys and my guys for being here. So thank you Palvan's guys and my guys for being here. Palvan's future spouse's shadow self. 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 Okay. The first card that you guys got is the Page of Cups, and the second card is the Fool, and the third card is the Queen of Pentacles. I hope you're able to see that. Okay, the first thing that I'm getting is from the Page of Cups. It's basically like your future spouse might get infatuated. I don't want to use the term obsessed with anyone, but they do get infatuated quickly. Like they have crushes a lot and stuff like that. They might have had crushes, a lot of crushes and stuff like that, or been in a lot of romantic relationships. That's something I'm getting. And yeah, basically they are like the Fool. The Fool energy is basically like someone who is carefree, someone who likes to travel, someone who isn't like, who is into momentum, someone who doesn't like to stay still. They aren't the type of person who likes to do I don't know, like do the same job or same thing every single day. They like spontaneous activities and stuff like that. That's something I'm getting. So basically you might think of them as like someone who isn't the type to commit. Basically that's something I'm getting. Like someone who doesn't like to commit to anything at all. That's something I'm getting. That is shadow self of theirs. Because it's like they, if for example, let's say they are the type of person, if they are in a relationship, they will be like, okay, let's focus on the now rather than focusing on the 10, like you know, like 10 years later or something like that. Like they live in the moment. Basically that's something I'm getting. But it does not mean that they are the type of person who likes to go around spending money. Like it doesn't mean a thing. They do like to invest and stuff like that. But I'm also getting like they're also romantic. That's something I'm getting. Like you can see in the Fool card. Give me a second. You can see in the Fool card, this Fool is holding a type of rose or something, like a flower, right? That's how they are. They're the type of person who go and saying like, I like this person and stuff like that, and they will propose even. But a few months later, a few weeks later, they will be like, I'm not interested in you and stuff like that. So basically they give off this player energy. That's something I'm getting. It doesn't matter whether they are a feminine energy or a masculine energy. That doesn't matter. They do like, they keep they like to, how do I put it, they love spontaneity. Basically that's the word that keeps coming to mind. They do not like things that are stable, and they feel stuck. Basically if you ask them to do the same job every single day, they will get bored, and they might even become like become restless. Yeah, that's something I'm getting, like restless, and they might like resent the job and stuff like that. That's something I'm getting. Like they might resent yeah, doing the same thing again and again. That's something I'm getting. For example, you can find your future spouse in a job which involves a lot of like changes. Like they might be into like traveling and stuff like that. They might get a tour guide or something like that, or they work, or they have their own travel company or something like that. Like it is something that changes every day. Like they don't stay in the same place and stuff like that. That's also something I mean. They are always on the move. That's basically something I'm getting. And other than that, I'm also getting that your future spouse, like for example, let's say if like they have two sides to them, that's also something I'm getting. Like they might be dressed casually sometimes, like when they are out with friends and stuff like that, like they are extremely casual, like they may be wearing shorts and stuff like that, and and a t-shirt or something. Or if she is a feminine energy, or if you just was a feminine energy, she might be into wearing sundress or something like that, like extremely casual shorts and stuff like that, t-shirts and stuff like that, basically. So that's something. And but when you meet them like in a professional setting, that's something I'm getting. Like they might be completely opposite. They might be dressed really well, that like they are dressed in the type of like branded clothing and stuff like that. That's something I'm getting. So it might be like a shock to people, like when they see them in a professional setting and then they see them out like mingling with friends and stuff like that, like it's completely different. They are completely different person. That also something I'm getting. Like they have personality wise also they are really different. When it comes to business, they might be extremely like strict and controlled. That's something I'm getting. That's the term I'm getting. Like they are strict and controlled when it comes to business. They are the type of person who likes to like play around. If they think this is a good investment and they think it works for them, it will, then they will invest in it. But if they think it's not going to work for them, then they will not invest in that, no matter what anyone says. So that's something I'm getting. Like they do not like to play around when it comes to professional things. But other than that, they are really a carefree person, someone who likes to travel, someone who doesn't like to like say. So basically when you meet them, you might think like this person isn't going to settle down, this person isn't going to be the type of person who's going to build a like family with or something like that. You might get that type of energy from them, like they aren't interested in some kind of a serious relationship, but yeah, they are your future spouse. That's why that might be something like a shadow self of theirs. What else am I getting? Yeah, they might have pets. I'm getting they might have pets like rabbit, or I don't know why I'm getting like they might be into taxidermy. I don't know why I got that term, taxidermy. For some reason, I don't know why I got that term specifically. Anyways, I'm getting animals like fox, rabbit, or this could be their Chinese zodiac sign or something like that. I don't know. I don't think fox is a Chinese zodiac sign. Rabbit is though. So yeah, so something to do with that. Like they like those animals or something, or they might have like pets, like a pet rabbit or something like that. That's also something I'm getting. Dogs. That's also something I'm getting. Dogs, fishes, birds, or something like that. They love animals or something to do with that. They could also be a veterinarian or something. Their profession might be a veterinarian or something like that. That's also something I'm getting. And what else am I getting? Okay. 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 I don't know why I got this, but your future spouse might be into like Shakespeare type of thing. Like they love Emily Bronte. I think it's Emily Bronte and something like that. They might be into like English literature or something. That's also something I'm getting. Like they love those type of plays and stuff like that. Shakespeare plays and stuff like that. Or they might have even been part of a drama club or something, because they like those type of things. That's something I'm getting. Like Shakespeare, Emily Bronte and stuff like that. Something I'm getting. Yeah, or they like to read books, so they might have a lot of books in their house and stuff like that. That's also something I'm getting. Anything else? No, that's all the shadow self that I'm getting. And the zodiac signs that I'm getting for you is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's all I'm getting for you, part 1. Thank you guys for watching. Hey part 2, welcome to your reading. Just before I start the reading for you guys, I'd like to thank your guides and my guides for being here. So thank you part 2's guides and my guides for being here. Okay, part 2's future spouse is shadow self. Part 2's future spouse is shadow self. Part 2's future spouse is shadow self. Pile 2's future spouses, 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 shadow self. Okay. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. 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 Okay. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. One card, give me one card. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. One last card. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. Pile 2's future spouses, shadow self. Okay. First card that you guys got is the Three of Pentacles, and the second card is the King of Wands, and the third card is the Seven of Wands, and the fourth card is the Eight of Cups. Okay, all I'm getting is basically right off the bat, okay, your future spouse might have not had a good childhood. Basically, that's something I'm getting. I don't know why. Basically, that's something they I don't want to use the term, like they feel sorrow about it, like they didn't have such a good childhood. That's something I'm getting mainly, and it did like affect the way they grew up into an adult. That's something I'm getting, like they reminiscent about their childhood a lot. That's something I'm getting, like it might have affected the person they became in the future. That's something I'm getting. So basically, for example, why I'm talking about this is basically also when they were a child, basically they might have been a happy child, but something happened and it made them like how do I grow up fast. Basically, that's something I'm getting, like grow up fast and take on roles and responsibilities that they weren't ready for. That's something I'm getting, like they had to become an adult really early. That's something I'm getting. So they do have a tiny bit of resentment because of that, because they had to grow up, because they didn't experience childhood like other children did. That's something I'm getting. They had to work really hard. That's something I'm getting. Okay. And how is that a shadow? I'm getting like there are people who do like don't have a really good childhood, but it doesn't mean they end up becoming resentful or something like that. So it's basically like it made them, okay, what I'm getting is, let me explain it to you. Basically, when they see someone more successful than them or something, they might be like lament or something like that. They might lament that, oh, I didn't have such a good childhood. If I did had such a good childhood, I would have been that person. I would have been more successful or something like that. Like they try to like, how do I put it? Like they try to blame. They try to blame their past experiences. So that it doesn't like, how do I put it, so that, yeah, they are like that. They are the type of person who likes to blame other things and other people for the situation they are in, and it's like a shadow self of theirs. So basically they will be like, if I had studied in such a good school, or if I did have this, then I would have been this person. So basically they try to blame situations, people and stuff like that. So that might be a problem in your relationship too. Like if something doesn't go their way, they might try to blame, like to put the blame on something else. Like sometimes you might even have arguments and they might put the blame on you, like you are the one who started the argument and stuff like that. That's something I'm getting. So yeah, but and another thing I'm also getting that is that they are extremely charming. Since we got the king of wands, they are extremely charming. You wouldn't ever expect this person to be like resentful or anything like that. When they need to put on a show, they put on a really good show. They will be the type of person who's the life of the party. They will be the type of person everyone looks up to and stuff like that. Like they will be this like yeah, they are like the shy star of the show and stuff like that. Basically, you wouldn't expect this person to be ever resentful or something like that at all. That's something I'm getting. Like they put on a really good show, but underneath that, when you get to know this person, your future spouse, they have that part of themselves that they resent. Basically, like they try to blame other people and situations for the way they have become. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And okay, okay. I don't know why, but I'm getting like your person, your future spouse, I mean, they might be into like Christianity or they follow Christianity. That's something I'm getting, like they follow that religion, particular religion, or one of their parents could have followed Christianity. That's something I'm getting. I'm hearing the term baptism. Yeah, so that's also something I'm getting. Okay, I just had a vision of a woman being scared of a lizard and like hiding behind a guy. That's something I'm getting. So if your future spouse is a woman, she might be scared of lizards or something I'm getting. So they might be scared of lizards. And if you are a feminine energy, you might be scared of lizards too. So that's also something I'm getting. And what else am I getting? Tibet. I don't know why I got that place. Tibet. Some of you would have ancestral line from that, or some of your parents could have been. I don't know. I just heard Tibet. So yeah, I don't know why I heard that. And what else am I getting? Before I forget, the zodiac signs that I'm getting is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And another thing I'm also getting that your future spouse might get a lot of migraines. That's something I'm getting. Like this person thinks like they think a lot, like they overthink things basically. So that might affect their health. Like they might get a lot of migraines or headaches from time to time. So they or they might be involved in jobs which has a lot of like responsibilities. That's something I'm getting, like lot of work to do and stuff like that. Basically they are the type of person who doesn't take time out for themselves, so they might sometimes be like I need to work, I need to work, I need to work. They might be a workaholic at times. That's something I'm getting. And another thing, what am I getting for part 2? Oh, okay. Your future spouse is extremely charming, like I said before. They might even be flirtatious. That's also something I'm getting. So they might have, been like a player type of energy in their youth. If you meet them later on in life, if you like, you hear stories about them from their friends or family members, you'll be like, I do not recognize that person at all, because they might have been a player type of energy in their past, but they are not when you meet them, especially when you meet them like later on in life, like when they are in their late 30s or early 30s and stuff like that. That's something I'm getting up. That's all I'm getting for you, pile 2. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are well better here in the world. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. Just before I start the reading for you guys, I would like to thank you guys and my guys. So thank you pile 3's guys and my guys for being here. Pile 3's future spouses shadow self. 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 more card. Okay, I'll take one more card later on. First, they asked me to take only two cards. So yeah, let's start your reading. Hi, the first card that you guys got is the Four of Cups, and the second card is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, right off the bat, what I'm getting. Okay, your future spouse is the type of person who's like, they basically give me the Piscean energy. Basically, they are the dreamer type. They like to dream a lot, and it's like a shadow attribute of themselves, because it's a shadow attribute of theirs, because like they dream more than they end up accomplishing. Basically, like they might dream like, I'm the type of person who's like a billionaire or something, but they might be doing a job which is not that good or something like that. They like to dream a lot. They dream about things a lot, and they. I'm also getting that when you ask them to make a decision about something, they might be like, oh, give me some time to contemplate on that, and they might take a really long time. Even if you're like, for example, if your guys are going out to like a restaurant or something, and you're like, okay, let's have something, okay, and you're decided what you want to have, what you're going to have. Basically, your future spouse might be like, I think this might be better, but I also think this might also be better than that. So basically, they will be like taking a lot of time, and they will be contemplating whether which one will be the better option. So they might take a lot of time. They contemplate a lot, like they think a lot. That's something I'm getting, and okay, and I'm also getting that even if they get opportunities to like build something really prominent or something like that, they might let it slip away because of their nature to be more of a dreamer. They are the type of person who's like go-getter. They basically dream and keep on dreaming, and they will be like, I want to like, I want everything to go perfectly. So let me like make plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, and all that, and they might end up letting the opportunity slip away. So they are the type of person, and they also like you can see in the picture, right? Like the Four of Cups, this guy is like thinking about something, and he's not even noticing that the universe is offering a cup to him. So basically, like that, in this cup, or like in this like Seven of Pentacles too, you can see this guy is looking at this pentacle, and is thinking about something else. Like, so the other type of person keeps on thinking about something. Something might be always on their mind. Even when they're talking to you about something, they might be thinking about something else. So basically, like, let's say for example, you guys are talking about going out with friends and doing something. They might be talking to you about that, and but they might also be thinking about, okay, I have this project that I need to complete at work, and then I have to take my dog for a walk or something like that. Like, it's completely different, right? Like, they will be thinking about something else, but they will be talking with you also. That's something I'm getting. So yeah, that's something I'm getting strongly. You might meet your future spouse at some kind of party that your friend invited you to. That's something I'm getting. Like, they might end up coming there, and you might end up meeting them there. That's something I'm getting. I don't want to use the term socially awkward. Your future spouse might be a bit more like an introvert. That's something I'm getting. They aren't that interested in parties and stuff like that. They basically live in their own world, and they aren't that interested in mingling with people or socializing with people. That's something I'm getting strongly. And one more card I need to take. Yeah, give me a second. Give me one last card. Give me one last card. One last card. One last card that you guys got is the World card. I can't show you the entire picture because of the illustration. Basically, yeah, you got the World card. Okay. Okay. They might also give off this like ethereal, otherworldly energy. Basically, they like to talk about things that most people wouldn't like to talk about. Basically, how do I put it? Like, your future spouse is the type of person who addresses things that most people would like avoid addressing basically. If they think something is um, if they think that an injustice against that person is happening, especially in front of them, they will be the type of person to stand up for that cause or something like that, or stand up for that person basically. That's something I'm getting. Despite however they are, they will be the type of person who stands up for that type of thing. But the problem is they might interfere in things that don't need interfering in. Basically, they might end up supporting the person without knowing the full how do I put it, full situation, or the full what's going on exactly. That's something I'm getting. Like, they might not know what's going on exactly, but they might like form an opinion about something, and they might think they are supporting the right thing or right person, but they might not know every single detail about that particular situation or thing. That's something I'm getting. So they might end up in hot water more often than not, because like, let's say they work in an office or something, and they see two co-workers fighting amongst themselves, and they might interfere after hearing someone say like, oh, you didn't do me a favor or something like that. They might assume like, this person was like, what can I say, this person was, the other person was the wrong one, and this person who is saying you didn't do me a favor is the one who's right. So they might interfere in things that don't need interfering in, and they might end up in hot water, like I said, a lot. So that is like a shadow trait of theirs. Like, sometimes we need to mind our own business, right? Like, we shouldn't interfere in things that we don't have an understanding about, complete understanding about. That's something I'm getting. What else am I getting? Mm. And they might have friends who like to cause a lot of trouble, especially when they were a teenager or something like that. They might have been in the wrong groups and stuff like that, and they might have gotten into a lot of trouble, even with the law. That's also something I'm getting for some of you guys, not for everyone. So your future spouse might have gotten nearly, because they were part of that group. People, yeah, that's something I'm getting. Those people weren't good, so they hanged out with the wrong crowd. That's something I'm getting. So they hanged out with the wrong crowd. They were the type of person, even though they were the type of person who didn't interfere, or they didn't create any type of trouble, they were part of that group who created trouble. So they might have been more like an outcast or something when they were like in high school or something like that. That's also something I'm getting for some of you guys. And obviously the zodiac signs that I'm getting is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's all I'm getting for you. 5-3. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are well balanced.